Start.
Start.
Hi, welcome to our live YouTube channel. This channel basically it is made up of both South Africa and East African part. You're welcome. My name is Isaac Babeo, or you might call me Wambi, originally from Uganda, the eastern part of Africa. My home language is called Lusoga. And in Lusoga, how do we say hi? Basically is Okobachi Jeware. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, my name is Luvuyo Mbovane. I'm from South Africa, as you can tell by the name. I don't know if you can tell. And
Oh, really?
I speak isiXhosa. In my language, Sitimolweni. And for some reason, we like saying hola.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah. But for some reason, it sounds good, but we say Molweni. And
So it's Morweni.
you can't be singing. When you start singing, it's not a good look.
All right. So my name, it's very simple. It's Aaron. Aaron Opolot. From the part of Africa, Uganda. So this is my colleague. Know him very well. And this one here as well is my colleague. I reside in this country with him now, and I love it here.
Yeah.
So the language that I speak quite a little bit his language, Lusoga, but my home language is Ateso. So I love learning new languages.
No, that's nice, man. I can't wait to learn your languages as well,
Yeah.
So one of the things that we're looking at, it is the differences, within us as African brothers. But today we're just going to dive into our roots, I can dive in and start talking about my roots.
Okay.
I hear from my parents that my great-grandfather was coming from Lesotho, our great-grandfathers. They were doing the fences for the borderlines, where the fences that were dividing Transkei and Ciskei and all those things. And then they were given a space in the East Village called in Eastern Cape. The name of the village is called Ngobogeni. So they married to Xhosa women and it comes to us, some of us. So we normally call ourselves the Sutrus. Because my clan name is Nomsia, but for some reason we don't wear the blankets like other Sutrus, because we are around Xhosa people, and my mom is simply coming from the place called but also in the Eastern Cape as well. She's a Xhosa woman that is with my that was with my father. So all of my life I speak these languages, but those are my roots. I'm coming from the Eastern Cape as well as the Transkei, where my mom comes from, and then they met in the Eastern Cape in a place called Queenstown, and it's in the Ciskei. So those are my roots, and the village is called Ngobogeni, where my father is coming from, and my mom is from Ciskei.
So the village is called
Ngobogeni.
Ngobogeni.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Ngobogeni. Can you do that?
Yeah, you gotta click. You
have to click.
If you can't, then you're not African enough.
Well, that's interesting. That's quite
Can you
interesting.
please again?
No, but I can click.
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm just learning. No, thank you. Sure, that's quite interesting.
Some words like KFC,
Yeah. Carefree. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but if it is a thing, I'd like to buy that.
Exactly.
Do you eat that?
Exactly.
All
right. So, for me personally, my roots, they go back to both my parents are from the eastern part of Uganda.
Okay.
So in the eastern part of Uganda, that region, usually the biggest tribe is called Basogas. And I think you know that.
Yeah.
So, Basogas are more like, we are more real, I would say, like in South Africa, where you have like Zulus and Xhosas, those are like the two biggest tribes.
Yeah.
So in Uganda, we have the Bagandas and then the Basogas. but both my parents, I was fortunate they were coming from the same tribe
All right.
called the Basoga tribe. So with that, I grew up speaking my home language, which is Lusoga. All right, but I wasn't born in the east. I was born in the central part of Uganda, which is in Kampala. All right. So how did my parents meet? My dad is the one who moved into the city.
It's always the guy. It's always the guy. It's always the guy.
And he was doing some teaching there. As a professional teacher. And later on, I don't know, but one way, I think somewhere, somehow, my mom also came to the city, and I think, according to the story, what my father told me, I think they met at one of the schools that he was teaching. I think my mom went there to inquire or something and things like that, and then they
So this guy wasn't professional at work.
You know what I mean? Exactly. It was one of those that like me. I like joking when I'm at work. So they met like that, and then got married and all that. Personally, we're from a family of 6 kids.
All right.
But I'm the third born. Very, very, very proud to be a Musoga and to be an African, and to actually meet you, my brother,
Awesome.
and meet him.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit.
That's good to meet you.
Yeah.
Now, for me, a little bit, I'm going to tell you exactly where I come from, okay? If you know the history properly, we learn of the history where we come from exactly. For me, I'm actually from very far away, I would say. My tribe originated from the land of Egypt, area called Alexandria. That is where my tribe originates from. So it's not too long ago that the tribe came to Uganda, and I can trace my family back to Egypt. That is the most beautiful thing that I actually know, and
It's quite interesting.
yeah, it is really very nice.
It is. Considering the fact that civilization started in Egypt.
Exactly.
What I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you think about those things, and you're like, oh wow, this guy can trace back. I mean, I thought I was good, but you're better than me.
Let me finish first, but I'll tell you something very interesting also. Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, I was done actually.
Oh, we're done. Okay. And I found out, but my great grandfather was a black Indian.
Oh.
One of those Indians that moved from India, came to Uganda in the 1900s, early 1900s. And maybe that should tell you the reason as why.
Please show the hair, man. I want people to
Well,
see
it's
the hair.
not really, I'm not trying to grow dreadlocks. No, it is just the texture of the hair. I don't know what's happening to it, but maybe I'm just going back into those roots of my old.
But even Aaron, your hair, man, it looks like a little bit curly.
Yeah, look. But even yours, I mean, look.
No, man, you have no idea.
I mean, we represent the root true African black.
It's been a struggle here,
Yeah.
Even if I can keep my hair
Yeah.
for 3 months or 4 months whatsoever. You saw last month. It never grows. It never reaches you like the level of your hair, man.
Oh, well,
No. It doesn't grow any further than this. I think I have like a Khoisan blood in my skin. Like,
That's good. And the Khoisans are the ones that click a lot, bro. By the way, tell us about that.
One of the things that happens,
Yeah.
Xhosas back in the days,
Yeah.
they were not far from the Khoisans. So there were Khois, and then there were Xhosas, and then there were Khoisans, and there were Xhosas, and then there were Zulus.
Yeah.
So there was exchange of languages. So that's why you find our language has a lot of clicks, because it was influenced by the Khoisans, and the Zulus also click. Because they were also influenced by the Khoisans. They were not far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Haha. So that should tell you what's going to be our next topic then. Because, we're going to be learning about more of the Khoisans and the,
Yeah.
Khois. I don't know.
No, man. Why was he?
Well, who's the best person to act, if it's not him?
I can act as a Khoi. I told you where I met from,
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
But it is beautiful.